and welcome. I am Civilian, and this is Dwarf Fortress, and we are back in, I was about to say Raxax, but no, this is not Raxax. This is a fortress whose name I can't remember, but I'm sure it's wonderful. Most importantly, this is our lava cult. Let's take a look at the lava, shall we? Have we managed to find lava yet? Crucial question. Let's go ahead and dig an up-down stair right here. Right, so we're just gonna tap down a few more layers in the hopes that we will find lava. And then we can begin construction of our second fortress, our secret fortress, our true fortress, all of those things simultaneously. Someone mentioned to me last episode, I cannot unfortunately remember who because it's been a while. It's been a while since that episode went up, but they told me that bars were for charcoal, so we're gonna make a bar pile over here of delicious charcoal bars. What else do we have? Do we have any kind of glass? We do have a glass furnace. So I think let's go ahead, we'll collect sand repeatedly, and then we will make a load of, oh no, wait, I didn't realize that would open another menu. We can make raw green glass, which I think is what we want. Because, yeah, ooh, windows. So yeah, I think we'll just make raw green glass and then we'll use it to make a ceiling over somewhere. But we could use more glass later. We're not going to get too fancy with the glass situation. What else is going on? So I can't really remember what we've been doing, but that's okay. That's quite normal, I should think. So, glass roof was on the agenda. Glass was on the agenda. Iron spears and axes were on the agenda. I made some wooden shields, but I don't know if I assigned them to the military properly. So if we want that book, I have been told that if we want that all of that ruminating that Tanglebeard has done on ethics in the state to get made into a book, then we need pages. Pages. Okay, paper. Plant slurry into paper sheet. I mean, if I ever get any plant slurry, but how do I make plant slurry? Which is mash plant into slurry. I see. So, how do I mash a plant into slurry? That is the question. I assume we need a workshop. I also assume that we don't have that workshop. That may be an incorrect assumption. Actually, we probably don't want to do this. We probably... oh, this is confusing. I haven't been in this menu before. We're just going to make a new order and we're going to make plant slurry. So that's mash plant into slurry, and we'll just do it like 30 times because I don't want to accidentally turn all of our food into paper because I don't really know if that's something that we could do, but I'm going to assume that it is. We'll dig out a little further here, because I would like to make a load of plant-related workshops there. Maybe like a farmer's workshop. Let's actually build a farmer's workshop outside, because we have got some yaks and things, which would presumably, and it's good to have a variety of workshops and all that, but presumably that would be useful. Don't want to make any crazy assumptions here. We'll put some logs here, and I'm also going to dismantle this bridge. Because now that we have this other bridge, I don't particularly feel that we need this bridge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's going to clash with the ceiling once we get a ceiling in. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. So, everything is more or less under control. Now, do we have anyone actually able to make glass? Let us find out imminently. Now, where is glass making? Yes, errors. I'm just going to ignore the errors and assume that that's fine. We don't have anyone on plant processing, so I'm going to arbitrarily assign whoever this is. Don't know who that is, but they have been assigned now. What else? Pressing. Again, whoever... You now do pressing. Oh no, that's Tanglebeard. We don't really want Tanglebeard doing pressing. Call these. You now do pressing, because I think we just need someone to do that, because... I don't know, that sounds like the kind of task that we would need. We will commit that. Now, furnace operating, we have a bunch of smithing, we have glass making, we do have also Colthies. You are going to be a very busy dwarf, Colthies, but that's okay. Yeah, perfect. Didn't even pause the game. That's how confident I am. Who do we have in our fortress? A bunch of merchants and diplomats. And have we finished the trade? Oh, we did actually finish the trade depot. Oh no, there's no merchants trading right now. Oh yeah, we mashed them. Oh yes, I was supposed to check the health screen. How do I check the health screen? Reports? Nope. Oh. Fighting? Ah, that was when we mashed the yak ball. Ah, we mashed Colthies in the bridge. Perfect. And the merchant. And a hammer dwarf. And, oh no, that's a different thing. And that's Anubis Shadows murdering a thief. Okay, so, the bridge did work. Mashing people with the bridge. I'm glad. That's a very fun thing. I wouldn't mind moving the trade depot out and extending the moat. If that makes sense. Like, putting the trade depot here and extending the moat to encompass this whole area and then adding a second drawbridge could be nice and secure. But to be honest, I don't really care about merchants either way. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not particularly, you know, worried about trapping them inside the fortress. And I think, frankly, they should be worried. We've even got a water source included inside here, which is very nice. Have we enabled this? Yes, we just don't have seeds. Let's go ahead and go to the kitchens and let us check very, very quickly that we aren't cooking any seeds, because I don't want to cook seeds. No, we are not. And we have plenty of drinks. Very nice. Ah, wonderful. So, there is a lot to do. We've got a lot of things going on. We have got no idlers, which I mean is a mixture of satisfying and annoying. And I'm not sure to what degree it is each of those. But we're just going to assume that everything is fine. We've got a library where our human scholar is. We do not unfortunately have any books. I would quite like it if Tanglebeard could write a book, but that would require paper and that would require me looking. Maybe if I just like look at the workshop menu. If we build a workshop. Maybe it's a screw press. Maybe we need a screw press. Should we build one? Let's build one. Let's just put one here with some mechanisms. Yeah, screw press. I feel like that might be what we need to mash plants. It makes sense. I promise. Regardless, the farmer's workshop is finished. What animals do we even have? I don't think I think we're fine on food. I don't think we urgently need. We don't have. Oh yeah, no, we do. We do have food. We are so good on food. So yeah, I think we'll just chill. The merchants seem confused, unwilling to leave. Perhaps that is because the diplomat is still hanging out and also does not want to leave. We've just got such a wonderful fortress and such a wonderful doctrine of lava cult, which is the longer they are here, the more likely it is that we can convert them, which is an entirely reasonable goal, I should think. Good mining going on. Our miners are getting rather skilled. I don't think we actually need that area anymore. Cancels needs unpressed paper slurry. So I guess that's what the screw press was trying to do. Press plant slurry. So now I just need to make plant slurry. And I'm going to assume it's a workshop. We can make a millstone. We need a millstone. Manager, manage me a millstone. I would like one millstone. What else? I don't know if millstone would really work for plant slurry. I mean, I guess it's good to have one. Let's build a bowyer's workshop. On that note, on the note of it is good to have one of everything, we'll just add one of everything. This would be a good time. This would be a convenient time. We'll get a clothier's workshop. This is the workshop room full of workshops. Get a loom. We have not made any clothes yet. I've just been kind of assuming that it'll be fine. Which I think is fair. I mean, that's how I've run every fortress up until this point, and it's been fine. Let's grab maybe an ashery. No, we need blocks. We need blocks, and let's make some rock blocks. And we shall make, I don't know, like 2. And we will also make a, quern? I don't actually know how to pronounce that, but we're making one. So, plenty to keep our manager busy, although I think our manager is currently hauling, and also it is raining. Aww. So our fortress is not exactly highly defended, but once we roof over this section, it should be pretty good, I would think. So, are we making glass? Is, I think, perhaps a relevant question. Yes, I know we don't have non-pressed paper slurry. But... Oh, no. Build a... We're just gonna keep building things. And eventually, it's gonna work. We'll put the millstone in here, because this feels like an appropriate place. So that's underway. That's underway. So are we getting glass? That is a question. Stocks. I don't see glass as an option, but that could just be because glass is not an option. Leaves, corpses, barrels. Yeah, we've got that corpse that the dwarves love so much that is right in the middle of our room and no one wants to get rid of. I mean, stones? Is stones gonna work? Is stone? Is raw glass a type of stone? I don't think so. Maybe I should queue up a finite amount. We've got make raw green glass repeated here, and we have at least one dwarf. It's just a very busy dwarf with the relevant labor enabled. So I'm just gonna trust and I'm gonna hope. It looks like there's a beehive over here. Beehive yourself. It is. There is a colony of honeybees. Do we want to farm bees? Perhaps we could. We certainly could. Let's build the quern. Kern? Needs quern. I thought one was built. I thought we just built one. Construct rock quern 1 has been completed. Unit manager. It's been done. It's been done. Don't you lie to build. Don't you lie to me, game. We'll make another one. On the assumption that the previous one was fake somehow. Don't you hate it? Dwarves faking items? Do you hate that? Is that something anyone would hate? Is that something it's reasonable to hate? I hate it, and I frankly don't care if it's reasonable. Regardless, yeah, I think this is going to be a quiet episode of us just... well, the merchants are still not recovered from their mangling, but I think it's going to be broadly just a quiet episode of trying to truck through tasks. We've still got 0 idlers. That seems to be our just general state at the moment. Which... yeah, I mean, I think having a few idlers would probably be healthy. Build. Workshop. Ah, we can now build one. Let's put it here, in the kitchen-y area. And we have now nearly got everything. We'll grab an ashery, we'll just finish out the set. Oh, that's not lined up. Well, I don't mind. But I hope no one's upset that things don't line up. It's fine. We're just going to tear all this apart. We're probably not going to tear all this apart. But we'll pretend that we're going to tear all this apart later. So we'll get a butcher's workshop in here. That makes sense. And we'll get... is that a tanner's shop that I just built? Or a butcher's shop? I'm going to build one of them. I'm going to build the other. I'm pretty sure it was tanners then butchers. But, you know... not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna be imminently slaughtering animals. It's just building one of everything so that when I want stuff to happen, it does broadly happen within something resembling a reasonable time frame. Aha! I was told. Mining. Designating all. Hold on. No, that's the wrong button. That's why I'm confused. Designating all auto mining ore gems. Ah. Thank you so much for suggesting this. You have saved me so much pain. I thought for some reason this was like a DF hack only feature. We are going to harvest everything that is on the surface of the mountain and some things that are a bit of the way below it. Also. Auto mine all of it. Auto mine, I love you, auto mine. Yes, okay. Yeah, the paper maker is very, very upset with me for not having the things that I say I should have. But the paper maker is going to need to get over themselves, quite frankly, because we're working on it. I just don't know how to make the things. You know? We've got mash plant into slurry. We've got it. It's queued up. Now we just need to hope someone does it, and then we will have paper. And then we will bind the paper into books. And then we will finally get to read Tanglebeard's work on ethics and the state. Or was that even it? They've done a lot of pondering, but I've kind of personally forgotten. But it's going to be great. Oh, I'm so glad. And there's plenty of mining going on. That's probably why our miners have not been digging deeper, is because they've been horribly distracted. And yes, who is this? Who is this hero? McGloves. Thank you, McGloves. You are making the mashed up plants that we need. We could set up some... Oh no, we've got a bunch of plant gathering going on. If anyone was idle, I would queue up. We have idlers. Not many. Okay, maybe we don't really have idlers. Who is idle? Carpenters, woodcutter, expedition leader, and Drico the trapper. Let's see. Actually, Drico, what do you do? So you do trapping, you do farming, cooking, brewing. That's kind of it. Well, now you're gonna have some new hobbies because we need more people doing more things. How about... Have you ever had an interest in plant gathering and processing? Because I think you should have an interest in plant gathering and processing. And I fully endorse that. Tanglebeard? No, we're just keeping you as a scholar, Tanglebeard. Our miners, can I say, very talented. I'm thoroughly impressed with the current abilities. Did I commit that? Yes. I'm very impressed with the current abilities of our miners. They are doing very well. Which I guess makes sense. Generally, miners, you don't give them a lot of other tasks to do. You just... Hey, miners, do some mining. And then they do. Ah, this has been somehow cancelled. I see. Collect sand repeatedly? Do we have bags to put sand in? So if I try to build construction floor, just over here, like a little tiny patch, do we have as an option glass, green glass specifically? I don't know if I need to make it into blocks. Maybe I need to make it into blocks. Yeah, let's try manager green glass blocks. Construct green glass blocks. Yeah, I want you to just do that with all of my green glass. And then green glass, and we just want to raw green glass. Perfect. Do that just forever. Just sand. Collect sand forever. Do all of that for as long as is possible. But I think we need bags. I think we need bags to put things in, which we don't have. This is where the merchants would be useful, because I don't know if I can be bothered to start an industry. Over here. Aha! So, nothing in this season, nothing in this season. In this season, pigtails, and in this season, pigtails. So, we will grow pigtails, and then we will use the loom with the pigtails in order to make cloth, and then we will use that in order to make bags. And it will all be very successful and coherent, and I know exactly how to play this game. Am I not an absolute expert? I think I am. I'm feeling remarkably in control of this fortress, partially because very little is happening, because we've just got a lot of internal things going on, and it's all very nice and quiet. I'm sorry, not a terrible amount of progress being made. Slowly. We are slowly going to get there, I promise you. I very much want to reach the lava, but I also want to do lots of things. There's a lot of things that I am trying to achieve in this series at the moment, and I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand that I want to do all of the things. So yeah, hopefully glass will get made and turned into blocks, and that will all be good and satisfying, and all will be right with the world. Hopefully these merchants will leave soon. Is the game just going particularly slowly? The 16th of Opal. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't feel like the game's going slowly. I feel like the merchants are just scared to cross the gate again, which is fair enough. That's quite reasonable. If I just had a traumatic experience like that, I would be scared of people slamming the gate on me too. This trade depot does appear to be very confused. I think we might need to deconstruct it. And whilst we're deconstructing it, since we're deconstructing it, we're going to build some walls here, And we're just going to make a tiny little sort of staging area. Just make it that wide. We might make it wooden. Let's make it wooden. Just to make it even lazier. Make it all out of willow. Now, I said we're making it all out of willow. What you've done is you've immediately moved the willow. I swear we used willow for the other. Well, we're using pearwood now. That's what's happening. And we will make it kind of tall. We're going to make it a decent sized sort of staging area. We want to impress. We want to impress the merchants, and we do want to sort of invite them into the fortress because we want to make sure we can indoctrinate anyone that, you know, has the potential to be indoctrinated. Let's see. No, we will make it too wide so that all of these are the same width. Why? I don't know. I don't seem to care about this sort of thing most of the time, but apparently I do now. There we go. So we'll begin the construction of a second secure trade depot. Hopefully it'll be fine. Oh, the merchants have been dislodged. And we took all their stuff. I'm sorry, merchants. I didn't mean to. I did mean to. Let's see. Well, it wasn't strictly intentional because I hate the merchants. It was just because they weren't leaving. We have a lot of things now. Congratulations, everyone. Good profit. Good trading. See you soon, merchants. Bye. Yeah, I think they were a bit stuck. I think they were confused after that one got injured. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. So we're going to build a new trade depot. And we're going to build it right... Oh, that doesn't line up. So it's going to be off-center. I'm going to pretend like it's intentional. And it's going to be made out of chalk. And then we'll build another drawbridge. And then we'll moat this whole thing off. Ah, what I wouldn't mind doing... So I would not mind channeling out a slight sort of overhang. Except I don't particularly want to do it here because I have this little lake thing that would drain, and I quite like having the little lake thing. So I might have to do sort of channel here. I don't think this is going to work. I would like to make an overhang. Maybe we'll do another layer of moat here, and we'll include an that doesn't really work. I want an overhang because I think that makes it a lot harder for things to climb in. But you know what? It's going to be fine because we're just going to turn this into a box anyway. We're going to put a lid on the box, and then it's going to be safe and secure and cozy and a delightful box. Boxes have lids on. I mean, I don't think that's a necessary part of requirement. I think you can have a box without a lid. But I think in general, boxes have lids on. So yeah, we have a bunch of stuff, and presumably there's a bunch of hauling going on. Ooh, looks like there's a cage there. Copper cage. Oh well. We'll just put it all in the stockpile. Pretend like we didn't steal it, even though we kind of stole it. That will keep our dwarves busy. Because what we need right now is... I was about to say, we have 2 idlers? How? What we need now is just to have no idlers, because we clearly didn't have enough going on in the fortress already. I mean, it's good to get all this free stuff, but really it's not the best thing ever to have happened to us, getting all this free stuff. Anyway, we'll leave the merchant thing like that for now, I think. That's just a nice little addition. A nice little secure thing, I guess. How is the mining going on? I quite like seeing the... Yeah, I like that. I like how it looks with all the veins dug out. I think we should turn this into our tomb layer. Oh no, wait, we're committing all the bodies to lava. Of course, praise be to lava. It is lava season. Every season is lava season. 28th of April. Yeah, we are of April. Opal. We are making progress. Time is progressing. The game is not slow. It's just that there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of people complaining about paper. But can we bind a book? We can bind all of the books. If you have paper and you can bind the books, then bind the books. Because soon we will have blank books, and that'll be good. We've got 2 mash plant into slurry active, so let's maybe remove the infinite one. And then the rest of this process can be infinite. Pondering ethics in the state. Yes, you keep pondering that, and then I want you to write your magnum opus on it, because you've spent so much time considering this. I am expecting some real insightful opinions about how the worship of lava can benefit the state, how lava is fundamentally ethical. I'm expecting a very certain type of result from this, but I think you'll give me that. I think you are willing to give me that. Dwarves spreading out all over the surface, so you know, if anything attacked right now, all of these suckers would be just absolute write-offs. I would be ditching them. How is this? Because this was sand, but now it is snow. That was supposed to be my sand. I needed that for my sand collecting, for my glass. Oh. Is there more sand somewhere else? Can we find some sand? Oh, here's a tiny bit of sand. Oh no, that's sparse floor fungus. Well, I kind of needed sand, and I kind of wanted sand, and now we don't have sand. Well, I want a lot of things in this game that I don't get. I want that kobold corpse moved from the middle of the crafting room, but the dwarves love it, apparently. Is it forbidden? I don't even want to look now. It's not forbidden. It's just a partial skeleton and a bunch of stuff. Is it like on top of... Maybe if I deconstructed the workshop. Maybe it's embedded in the carpenter's workshop where they died. I don't know, I think it's really decorative and the dwarves like it at this point. That's the only reasonable thing that we can... Yeah, they don't have any bags to collect sand. I mean, if we have even one bag, we'll be able to rotate it through and kind of make something work here. But I get it. I really get it. On the plus side, we got loads more stuff. Is this kind of... What, chests, anvils... We have got a decent profit. I mean, I know I wasn't really supposed to accidentally rob the dwarves, but it's been very profitable. I'm sure they won't bring much next time, and I'm sure we'll get, like, no migrants. I'm sorry to everyone who's on the list who is waiting. I am not helping. I'll try and be really nice to them next time they come. Give them loads of stuff, give them loads of good trades, and then hopefully we'll get more migrants in the future, because I want migrants. Because then, the excess, I'm nowhere near sacrificing the excess to lava, which is really my goal. Let's go down to the depths and see... No, our mining dwarves are very busy, to be fair. We did queue up a lot of the auto-mining of veins, and that's going to take quite a long time. We have a lot of general tasks going on in the fortress. We've got hauling. So yeah, I think it's fair enough that our dwarves would be fairly busy. Let's maybe take a look. Tell me about the library. The Home of Rock. Tell me details about this location. Boxes/bags we don't have. We could put some boxes. We've got some chests now that we stole. Total number of each to scribe. We don't have any scribes. I'm kind of waiting until we get a new... getting a new batch of dwarves in before I assign scribes, but I appreciate that might take some time. Let's get some of these. Oh, we'll get this nice alder chest. We'll put that in, that we didn't build. That alder chest that is not ours, but it's ours now, because property is theft, and then by that logic it's ours. Perfect. So yeah, very slow going in this fortress, but we are making progress, and we made our little merchant area, so that's good. Glass is taking a while. We need bags, which means we need to grow things and then use the loom and then make bags. I was kind of hoping we'd pick some bags up off this merchant, but apparently that has not happened. Do we have the clothier's shop? Can we make cloth bag? Make a few if you can. I don't know if we have cloth. We might have got some cloth bins off the dwarves. Sometimes you get cloth bins. Because we don't know what they had, because we never tried to trade with them. They just came, and then they said they didn't want to trade, and then they sat there for ages until we deconstructed the thing. Which is rude of them. I am personally very insulted, but we will take it in stride. We will keep the passions burning like lava. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I think the lava aesthetic is not really going to come into play until we actually find the lava. It's kind of hard to worship it when we haven't reached it yet and we're trying. It's hard to feel sincere because we're not making it quite our top priority, when perhaps we should be if we were really dedicated to lava. Still, soon we will find lava, and we will also help our fortress as best as we can along the way to finding lava. On a related note, let's do some smelting. Let's smelt whatever we can. Just gonna smelt things completely blindly. And we could make various types of bars, but we're not gonna combine things into alloys because I don't know the properties of the alloys. So it would just be really wild guessing. Which, yeah. I mean, we could do some wild guessing, but I think any wild guessing that we do will have to happen next time. I have been Civillant. This has been sort of a slow episode, but slow, steady progress. Progress towards lava. Progress on our fortress. We've built something new. We need to just spotted barrel. Make some barrels because I've just spotted that stockpile situation, but we've got plenty of plants. We've got paper making underway, so hopefully soon Tanglebeard will finish the book on ethics in the state, and also Tanglebeard is making a cloth bag so we can start making glass soon. So I think everything is moving in the right direction, and that is all for this week. I have been Civillant. This has been Dwarf Fortress. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.